Alex, it's great to meet you. Welcome to CNN. As a
Thank
fellow
you.
Californian, it is wonderful to be working with you. Now,
Thank
U.S.
you.
President Donald Trump, as reported, has been giving a rather rosy assessment of his meeting with the Chinese President Xi Jinping, saying at a scale between 0 and 10, he gave it a 12. Shades of the movie This Is Spinal Tap there, but the markets are taking some direction. We're seeing some mixed action this day. They're moving past the caution that we heard from the U.S. Federal Reserve earlier, zeroing in on that consequential meeting. And if we look at the markets and where they are this day, and we're having some tech issues, so I'm looking at a screen through a door right over here. You're seeing that mixed picture I mentioned earlier. Japan, we're seeing gains there, but South Korea, the Kospi is losing. Hang Seng in Hong Kong losing ground as well. Now, we're also been keeping an eye on U.S. futures, as you just mentioned at the very top, all pointing to a higher trading day when Wall Street opens in just a few hours from now. The U.S. President Donald Trump is wrapping up his tour of Asia. He had that highly anticipated meeting with the Chinese President Xi Jinping, in which he said that they had struck a deal that could be signed, and a deal that would be renegotiated after a year. Now, we got to this moment because of all the work behind the scenes from top trade negotiators in both the U.S. and China, trying to entangle a host of contentious trade issues between these two economic powerweights. And if we bring up those lists for you, you can see, of course, at the top, you have fentanyl. In addition to that, curbs on rare earths, also Chinese purchase of U.S. soybeans, U.S. port entrance fees, and of course, a final deal on TikTok. Now, on fentanyl, Donald Trump said that he is reducing fentanyl-related tariffs from 20% to 10%. On the issue of soybeans, Trump says that, quote, large amounts of soybeans will be purchased by the Chinese. And on the issue of rare earths, Trump said that that issue has been, quote, settled. It appears that progress has been made, but many analysts are skeptical. I want to share with you what we heard from Dickie Wong. He's a head of research based here in Hong Kong for Kingston Securities. And this is what he said. He said this, quote, I don't see there's any major optimistic surprise at this point, both for the markets and the U.S.-China talks. It's still that same question. After the meeting ends, does it really mean the two countries will have a joint statement and then the U.S. will roll back all tariffs on China, drop tech curbs, and China will export rare earths again? I don't see any possibility. Really interesting comments there. Now, the markets here in Asia also reacting to that expected Fed cut, also reacting to policy guidance from the Bank of Japan. But above all, there was all that hope that we would see a pause on the world's biggest trade fight. But still, as we see with that mixed market reaction, a bit of skepticism out there. Alex, back to you.
Yeah, they got to see the fine print. Kristie Lu Stout in Hong Kong, thank you, and thanks for the shout out to California. We appreciate it. All right.